Well, hi again, everybody. It's on to second round action in the 2015 state playoffs. I'm Bill Coates with head coach Rickland Holmes. The Lions knocked off Texas High 48-21 on Saturday at Lobo Stadium in Longview. And this Saturday, it's Forney, where the Lions will take on the Eagles from Mansfield Lake Ridge. And again, Coach Rickland Holmes is with us. Lake Ridge is an undefeated football team, pretty fair group, I think.
Oh yeah. You know, they're undefeated in their district. They're undefeated on the season. But the way I look at it, you know, we're both undefeated in the playoffs because it's the third season. So after Saturday's game, somebody's going to be going home and somebody's going to be moving forward.
Now that you had a chance to scout these guys, they pile up a bunch of points in their first game against Dallas Samuel. Not sure how much of a test that is, but are they kind of a running football team?
They're a running and a passing team. They're very equal on as far as running and passing the ball. Their defense is very solid, and what they've done thus far has shown that, you know, the team that went to the third round last year that lost to McKinney Northwood, which you end up playing next, this team is back. That team is back. They have a lot of seniors with a lot of experience, so they're ready to play.
Yeah, I saw their stats. They had over 300 yards rushing in that Samuel football game. So they're running out of the spread. But one of the real misnomers of the spread offense, people think it's all passing. It's not that way.
No, not at all. Not at all. You know, everybody gets the spread offense confused because they think because you spread the ball out, that means that you're not going to run it. But you can run a spread offense with two backs in the backfield, and that's what they do, and they do it well.
You beat Texas High 48-21 on Saturday. It was a gorgeous day. I was out there working radio. Just overall, the game was tied at the half, and then you guys pulled away in the second half. Just your overall thoughts on the game before we watch the video here in a minute.
I think we played well, especially at the beginning of the game. I think the guys came out and they played focused. Unlike last year when we came out in that game, I think we was a little uneasy, unsure about ourselves. But the kids came out with confidence, and they played that way.
And, boy, the defense, they almost pitched a second-half shutout, but they really, I thought, asserted themselves in the second half of that game.
Oh, most definitely. You know, they came out, they made some great tackles, lined up well, and funneled the ball back inside to our guys so we can make plays. Linebacker play was outstanding out of Trey and Dwayne, and the front with Pierre and Braylon, you know, they've done a great job.
There was a sequence in the first half. One of your better players, Shondrick Williams, made a mistake on a punt and touched the ball. They recover. Your defense. Yeah, pardon?
I said, you'll see it later on the highlight.
Okay, and I'm sure you told him about it.
Oh, yeah.
You got his face. He told me you did.
Yes, sir.
But the point, though, is your defense held them, stoned them. They got nothing out of that.
That's right.
And then you went the other way and scored. I thought that was an important sequence.
And that just shows the toughness of the defense. You know, them not being able to give up on a play just because
and
things
Shondrick's
went
on
bad.
that defense. I mean, he was making plays after his mistake.
And that just shows the maturity and the experience that they have gained over the last, several weeks, because that's what you got to learn about football. It's not going to go right all the time. But when it does go wrong, what do you do to get it back on course? And guys stuck together. They didn't raise too much of a fuss. They let each other know, hey, we can't let that happen again, but we got to go out here and we got to do what we do, which is keep points out the board.
And I was impressed. I talked to the young man after the game, and he said, I made a mistake, but didn't give up, just stayed after it, and things worked out really well. Offensively, Bryson Smith, your junior quarterback, made his first playoff start. How did he play?
I think he played well. I think he came out a little nervous, a little uneasy, but once he settled down, as you see, he made some spectacular plays.
Well, I tell you what, we've got a lot of highlights, so let's just go ahead and get into that. And here you are on defense.
Yeah, great job getting after the quarterback right here. Great job.
Again, just beautiful afternoon. Again, you can see a pretty good crowd. The crowd built as the afternoon wore on. This is same play.
Yep, and that was Blaylock on the tackle right there.
He would make another big play later in the ball game.
Later in the ball game, you're right. Now here we are on offense, spreading it out a little bit, starting on our side of the 50. So, sending Givens in motion, and right here, this is a great ball right here to Dun. I think he could have threw it over, but if he would have thrown it over, he could have had a great shot of getting Dun cleaned up.
Yeah.
So where he placed that ball, that's a pretty good ball. So where only Dun could catch it.
Yeah. And Dun is a senior. He's learned, I mean, just, make those kind of plays. That's a tough catch, isn't it?
It's a tough catch. But when you got the experience like he got, 3-year varsity guy, he understands what's going on. All right, here's a good takeoff by him, letting it break down, sliding down. Don't take any unnecessary hits.
Left you with probably a 3rd and short there that you were able to make pretty easily.
Yeah. Puts it in a great position to go and get this first down real quick and keep the ball moving.
All right, here's a punt. By the way, your kicker, Devin Salazar, was injured in the Corsicana game, wasn't he?
So now we got young Frankie Sanchez kicking for us.
Now, this is a fake.
There's a fake right here where we came up short on the third down conversion with Bryson sliding, so decided to go for it. It's a short
Who ran the
field.
ball? Who is that?
This is Bryson Gibson, our starting safety.
All right, okay.
Everybody has to work on stuff like this because you never know when you're going to need to use it. Guys blocked well. We got to the edge and was able to get the first down and keep the offense on the field.
All right, and here you go with that offense on the field. Here's James Allen.
Yep, great tough run by James, keeping his feet moving forward, getting that positive yardage.
I heard you at one point, I was doing the sidelines on radio, a little 3-yard run that he made that was tough. And I heard you tell him, it's a tough run.
Good tough run.
Sometimes the little runs are as big as the big ones, aren't they?
It's about keeping that momentum, keeping that drive going. Good
nice
ball right here to Damien. Touchdown.
That was a really pretty ball, wasn't it?
Yeah. Come across the middle of the field.
That's the first score of the day, by the way.
Yeah. Easy touchdown.
Can't do it any better than that. That was a pretty pass, pretty route.
Back on offense again. This is after a not so good return that we had.
And they had scored to tie the game, I think.
They had scored. It's a great run right here by Bryson, picking his way through.
Very patient run, too.
Yep. Very, very patient.
Stringing it out, sort of waiting for the hole to open up, and then using the abilities God gave him to get a nice gain out of it.
He has design runs like this. We try not to run him as often as most people should think, we would, but we really don't. Great job right here by Kadarian Johnson and Shundrick balling the guy up. And then you see Greg Guerrero coming in there late. It's one of those passes right here where it could have really got bad. If we missed this tackle here, he either gets the first down or keeps going.
But he turned it inside instead of letting him go outside. And that's what you're talking about. He got the angle and the leverage and made him go inside. Get a little help. Here we go.
Great pass breaker right there by Trey.
He's your sophomore middle linebacker. He's really playing well now, isn't he?
Good drive on the ball, recognizing the route. This right here is the punt where we put our hands on it by Shundrick, as you see him right here. So, hey, that's a bad play for us. That's a negative play for us, but, you preach to them all the time. Things are not going to go right. Things have to be turned around by your action. So it's easy to keep pointing fingers at, the person that had things have done, but we got to get back together as a team.
And here's what the defense did to answer the bell after that.
So right
first
here,
down.
It's a great job on first down, keeping them lateral, not letting them work upfield, guys pursuing to the ball, taking ownership in the defense. That's what it's about.
Okay, this will be second down.
Second down. Try to do a little pass play right here, but we get them down. I thought that would have been intentional grounding.
I was going to say, how's that not intentional grounding?
Yeah.
I love our officiating crew, but how's that not intentional grounding?
Because wasn't nobody in the area of that ball right there. But that's fine. We move on to third down. They try to do a little run play right here. We ball it up. Now we at fourth down.
And they went for it.
And they went for it.
That's the third down play again. Had 5 hats around it. Now, fourth down.
Great pass breakup by the corner and the safety. Even after a negative play like the punt, You know, giving them the ball back on the short end of the
Yeah.
field. Defense stuck together, and they
Bryson
4
Gibson
downs and
made
out.
that bat away, didn't he?
Yes, Bryson Gibson and Tate Mosley.
How about this? Boy, that's a perfect bounce. I thought he was going all the way on this. This is Bryson Smith.
Yeah, that's him playing basketball on the football field.
I mean, sometimes you got to have a little luck to go
Yeah.
along with it. It's a perfect, bounced it right back up to him.
Yeah, and then he just used his speed to outrun people.
If that one kid didn't trip him
Yeah.
up, he goes all the way on
He's
that.
going all the way to the house because ain't nobody going to catch him.
Screen pass
Good
here.
screen pass right here to James. Great job getting the first down. Coming out the backfield, nobody covered him.
And here's the touchdown.
Yeah, it's going to be
Pierre.
Pierre. I told it seemed like every week he know how to find his little way to the
he
end
does.
zone, don't he?
Well, once he gets that big body of his
Oh,
rolling,
yeah.
it's hard
And
to
he's
stop
so
him.
low and he's compact and he's a strong kid, so you better try to knock his feet off.
I wouldn't want to get in his way. That's
Most
for
definitely.
sure. All right, so this gives you a lead. A lead you never relinquished. They would come back to tie, but you never gave up the lead.
Well, it's a great job by the defense. Everybody's playing fundamentally sound football, taking proper angles to the ball.
By the
not
way, this
missing.
Witcher kid there, number 3, had 200 yards against Mount Pleasant
Yes,
the week before.
he's a
pretty
very,
good.
very good running back too. Take off, get the first down, and then get out of bounds. It's one of them non-designed runs for Bryson.
But watch him, he's got his eyes downfield, always
Yeah.
looking to throw.
Always looking to throw.
The run's not the first option for him, right?
No, not the first option for him. Not unless we call it. Another swing pass right here to James. Tight rope and getting that first down for us.
Now, James tweaked his knee later in the game. Is he going to be okay this week?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Okay,
he'll be
all right.
fine. Being patient, not seeing something, but then just getting out just enough to get that first down. You know, he's a slippery little guy. I was looking at a picture of him and Damon walking next to each other. It looked like he's trying to get taller because him and Damon about the same height now. Great pass right here, great catch by Damon. Going up, using his big body and his hands to make a play happen.
And a pretty ball, too.
Yeah. Great pass right there to Dun.
Find the seam, find the open gap. Right?
Find the open grass. Get the ball in the hands of the playmakers.
All right, first and goal. I think second and goal maybe here.
He's going to take off on this one and get in the end zone looking like Superman.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he took off from the 5-yard line when he dove. Almost. I'll say about the 3.
Yeah. All right, nice play. He had a big day. Now you're back on defense. And
Great
the guys
job
really
right
string
here.
this
That's
play
Pierre
out.
first on the hit, coming across the line.
Pierre was your defensive player of the game, right?
Oh yes, most definitely. He the deal about him is now he's starting to play more controlled style football. Yeah, he's not running too far upfield. He's controlling the line of scrimmage, and you know, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Who got the pressure on there? Maybe.
Look like top defensive end.
Is that Guerrero?
Now Guerrero's at the bottom. Now that's Goodson.
Goodson. Kalen
DK.
Goodson?
We call him DK.
DK.
Good pressure right here. I think we got a little fingertip on it.
I think you might have gotten
I
a
think we
piece
might
of
have
that
got a
ball.
little piece of it, which is good for us and gives us a short field.
Here's another look at it. Boy, I tell you what, if
I
he
didn't
didn't,
hear-
he got close, didn't he?
Yeah. I didn't hear anybody complain about the numbers this year since we switched them to blue instead of white.
Yeah, I like your numbers. Now, I will. No, you're not. As a play-by-play guy, I'm not griping about those nice, pretty blue numbers.
Most definitely.
You definitely see them. That's
You
for
most
sure.
definitely see them.
Yeah, you and I have had some pretty good arguments about that, have we not? In the last couple of years. No, it's
Good pass right here to Dundon. You're going to see him go up for this one.
yeah. Did a good job to come back to the ball too,
Oh, yeah.
didn't he?
Great job. Great job. And that's what receivers got to understand about, the quarterback they got. He's gonna buy some time for them to get open. They just got to keep working. And right here, Dundon just kept working.
Yeah. And it noticed the crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger it built all afternoon long. Here's a
Yeah.
nice defensive play. That's Guerrero number 10, right?
Yeah, Guerrero's number 10.
But not just him. There are three guys,
Yeah.
three hats on the ball there.
Good job. Good pursuit by Pierre. Coming back to the ball. And just let all of the blue hats get
Yeah.
there and corral them up.
Chase the ball with an attitude, right?
Good job by Pierre and Greg collapsing the pocket and retracing. It's what you tell your linemen all the time. Once you pass the quarterback, you got to retrace and work back downfield, and that's working the drill.
Give the kid from Texas High credit. He could have easily fumbled that ball. He knew to eat it because he wasn't getting anything out of that. Here's
Now
DeJuan
you got
Beal.
DeJuan in the building today, and he's putting in some work right now. DeJuan is a hard worker. He's been working hard. He's always waiting on his shot. And He got it Saturday, and he's going to take the best of it.
And again,
Actually got in the end zone.
with Allen out, DeJuan got the chance to play a lot. And here's a nice throw. It's Dundon again.
Yep.
Tough catch in traffic.
Tough catch in traffic.
And a good throw. I mean, he's throwing darts out there
Yeah.
right now, isn't he?
He learned to place the balls and put them where they need to be.
Now that's DeJuan Beal's touchdown, right?
Yes.
Is that Beal's touchdown? Or Smith's touchdown?
That was Smith's touchdown.
Smith's
right there.
touchdown.
Yeah. The one's going to be going the other way. I think it's going to be going this way.
Big
Good
play.
drive on the ball by Shundrick, breaking it up.
Play action, a lot of pressure.
Good job. Pressure, flushing them out, making them make a bad ball. Good job on the coverage by Kennedy.
Gives you a chance to
Yep.
get the ball back and pound away again.
Back on offense. Good ball right here to Damien. Make one guy miss, drag him for about a yard or two. Hand the ball off right here. Little pop play.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good block downfield by Damien. Got him a little pancake like a lineman.
Right. And you're also burning clock right now. You're just, you've got a lead. You're trying to be patient, right? And
That's it.
so in the process here, you're in the process of basically putting this game away.
Yeah. Another big play right here by Duntavian. going across the middle of the field where he makes the majority of his catches.
That's a great skill to have.
Yep.
Colleges are going to like that. See a guy who's not afraid to take control. Here's DeJuan Beal, touchdown.
Getting into the end zone.
Really got to appreciate that when a guy can come in and give you that kind of a lift after the starter goes out, huh?
Well, definitely. You got to have guys like that to have depth.
That was early in the fourth quarter. And
Great job right here on the pressure.
First that's Shondrick Williams again, isn't it?
First to get there was Trey Allison.
Okay.
He flushed him out, and then him and Tobias Marshall
Tobias Marshall, okay. Again, the defense only gave up one score in the second half, but just shut Texas High down in the second half.
Good job right here by
That's
Bryce.
A great fake.
And this is where they say he went out of bounds, but as you see, he tightrope that. And they should have gave him that touchdown, but they did. They did. They said he went out, so he went out.
All right, well, let's judge. Now, we don't have a great angle here, but you're convinced he scored on that, right?
You'll be able to see it.
He would score later anyway, but all right. Good block on the edge.
Right here. He's still there, still there, still there, still there.
All right, I'll take your word for it. He's going to score here, though, I think, isn't he? I think he will score on this one.
Pull it. I'm getting in the end zone.
Yeah. Tag that pile on, touchdown. Very athletic play by a very athletic young man.
Make him miss and dive.
Latest in a long line of great quarterbacks. All right, here we go. Is this the pick? Yeah, there we go. How about Blaylock?
Corey Blaylock. Great job using the hands, big man. I think he tipped it to himself.
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Tipped it to himself.
You may have to think about letting him be a running back.
He might put him at a little tight end or something, since he used to blocking. Because he also plays right tackle. So.
Now, I love this play. You've got a ninth grader in the game right now.
Yeah.
A 6'5" ninth grader, by the way.
And you know who his older brother is?
Who's that?
KD Henderson.
Oh, okay. Is KD his older brother?
KD is his older brother.
What's his play? Yes, sir.
Kind of look like Bendy, don't it?
Yeah. Yes. But how big a thrill is that for a freshman to catch a touchdown pass in a playoff game? And he is a great-looking athlete, 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Big kid. Man, you can throw that fade to him all day long like that, can't you?
And he's going to get stronger and bigger and faster.
Wow.
So,
well,
bright future for him.
That is bright. I think this may be a pick that sort of sealed the deal by Dundon.
Yeah. Drove on the ball, great ball, hand-eye coordination.
Well, I'll tell you what. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, that pretty much seals the deal right there.
Playing a little center field there, and you're able to take it, run out the clock. Again, 48-21 was the score. Looking at the stat sheet, the Tyler paper had you with exactly 500 yards of total offense in the ball game. You said best, very solid day, right?
Yep, very solid day from the beginning all the way to the end. They're starting to learn how to play football for all 4 quarters, and you know that's what you need to happen at this time, right now. You need to have that happen right now.
How much angst, if you will, to use that term, is it to just get that first playoff game out of the way?
It's very good, especially for a young team like the team that we have. You know, this is their first time being in these type of waters. So to go out there and have the performance that they had on Saturday, that's pretty good.
Your seniors, though, your senior leadership, Pierre, Braylon on defense and others, Bryson Gibson, I'm trying to remember, is he a junior or senior?
Bryson Gibson is a senior.
Is a senior, and then Dundon on offense and guys like that. You know, they've been through these wars before, as have some of your juniors who were part of this team last year. But those freshmen, this is all, I mean, those sophomores, this is all new stuff for them.
Yeah, eyes are big, and, you know, they're just not really understanding, you know, how things go, you know, the preparation that goes into games like we played on Saturday. All
right, so let's give us an overview of what you expect on Saturday. Lake Ridge beat Samuel. They put up 63, beat them 63-12, I believe. Now, I don't know that Samuel's a very good football team, But the stats say that Lake Ridge is a pretty darn good football team. When you're 11-0, you've done something right this year.
And you know, Lake Ridge is a team that's bringing a lot of seniors back, a lot of experience back from a team that went to the third round last year. So they're geared right now to try to go win it this year. And right now we that roadblock for them. So we got to make sure we go out there and we just don't get ahead of ourselves. We got to go out there and play John Tyler style football and give ourselves a chance to win this thing.
What's the biggest challenge? What do they do that's going to be a big challenge for you?
Well, I think that running back they got is really special. You know, he's a guy that gets them going. He makes some great runs for them, keeps the offense moving. And then the quarterback, he knows how to manage that side of that ball. On the defensive side, they have a linebacker that's pretty good. You know, he has a couple of big Division I offers, and they have a corner that has the same deal. So, you know, with those two guys that's on that side of the defense, playing with those other guys that are making plays along with them, that's why they're 11-0.
Will they have seen the type of speed that you have?
I'm not going to say they have. You know, I think they got close with a team like Lancaster that they played earlier in the season.
All right.
But, you know, as far as the overall team speed, I think we're gonna give them a little different look.
Yeah, and I'm sure they know that too, don't you think?
I believe they do.
Have you played? I don't think you've played them before, have you?
No, we've played two other Mansfield schools.
Played Summit?
We played Summit last year, and then the year before that we played Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. And won both those games, didn't you?
No, we lost the Legacy game
lost
2
the
years
Legacy
ago,
game.
but
Okay,
we beat Summit last year.
Injury-wise, I know James Allen got dinged up. A couple of guys got dinged up, but injury-wise, you get through that game pretty clean?
Oh, most definitely. You know, a couple of bangs and bruises, but I mean, that's to be expected from a football game. Send them to the training room, let them get fixed up, and get them back on practice like today on Monday.
This is a whole nother season for you. I mean, this is you want to play 6 weeks, so you got almost 2/3 of another season ahead of you, knock on wood, if things go well. So now that you've won a game, do you kind of get into a little bit of a routine and move forward now?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But you still got to stick to your routine that gets you there.
Yeah.
And I think the kids understand that, and they know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it.
We're going to see a back-and-forth high-scoring game on Saturday? As long as you win by one, you don't care, right?
I hope not. But as long as we win by one, it really doesn't it's not going – I'm not going to say that it won't bother me, but because, you know, I always want to see this team play a complete football game. And if they play a complete football game and they do it the way it's supposed to be done and we win by one, then that's the way it's supposed to be done.
How much fun are you having with this group?
Having a lot of fun with them. The main thing about it is seeing them mature and seeing them grow as a football team and get that experience under their belt and start playing John Tyler football.
You the home or the visitor this week?
We're going to be home this week.
Be home this week.
Yep.
You going to tell me what you're wearing, or is that going to be a surprise?
Oh, we're gonna wear the blue Cujo jerseys.
Okay, blue Cujo jerseys. Okay, so you'll be on the fans will be on the press box side this week, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Will be.
Do you get that? It'll keep. Good luck. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Again, we'll be there on Saturday, and again, JT is the home team, so that's a great note to have. You'll go in on the home side, the press box side in Forney, and sit on the home side. The game kicks off at 2:00. Between the Lions and the Eagles of Mansfield Lake Ridge. It's playoff time. It's Cujo time. And Coach Holmes and the Lions need and deserve your support. So we'll see you in Forney on Saturday. For JT, thanks for joining us.